Briar Rose. A long time ago, there lived a king and queen. They wanted to have a child very much. One day, the queen was by the river. A small fish spoke to her. It said, "You will have a daughter soon." The fish's words came true. The queen had a baby girl. She was very pretty. The king was so happy. He decided to have a big party. He asked his family, friends, and neighbors to come. He also asked all the fairies. There were 13 fairies in the kingdom, but the king only had 12 golden plates for them to eat from, so one fairy was not invited. The invited fairies came. After the party, they gave the princess gifts. One gave her goodness, another gave her beauty, another gave her money. She got many good things. When 11 fairies gave their gifts, the 13th fairy came. She was angry because she was not invited. She said, "When the king's daughter is 15 years old, a needle will hurt her. She will die." Then the 12th fairy came. She had not given her gift yet. She said the bad wish must happen, but she could make it less bad. The princess would not die. She would sleep for 100 years. The king wanted to keep his child safe. He told people to buy and break all the needles in the kingdom. The princess grew up. She was beautiful, kind, and smart. Everyone liked her. On her 15th birthday, the king and queen were not home. The princess was alone in the palace. She walked around and looked at the rooms. She came to an old tower. There was a small door with a golden key. She turned the key. The door opened. An old woman was inside, spinning. "What are you doing?" the princess asked. "Spinning," the old woman said. "That thing turns nicely," the princess said. She took the needle and began to spin. As soon as she touched it, the bad thing happened. She fell down. She was not dead. She was in a deep sleep. The king and queen came home. They and everyone in the palace fell asleep. The horses slept in the stable. The dogs slept in the yard. The birds slept on the roof. The flies slept on the walls. The fire in the fireplace stopped burning and slept. The meat cooking stopped. The cook was pulling a boy's hair. He let go. They both fell asleep. Everything stopped and slept. A tall, thick bush of thorns grew around the palace. Every year it got bigger. Soon, the whole palace was hidden. You could not see the roof or chimneys. People in the land heard about the sleeping princess, Briar Rose. Many sons of kings tried to go through the thorns to the palace, but they could not. The thorns caught them, and they died. After many years, another king's son came to the land. An old man told him about the thorns. He told him about the beautiful palace behind it. He said a wonderful princess, Briar Rose, was sleeping there with everyone. He also said his grandfather told him that many princes tried to go through but failed. The young prince said, "I am not scared. I will go and see Briar Rose." The old man tried to stop him, but the prince wanted to go. It was exactly 100 years that day. When the prince came to the thorns, he saw pretty flowers. He walked through easily. The flowers closed behind him. He came to the palace. The dogs were asleep in the yard. The horses were in the stable. The birds were on the roof, asleep. Inside the palace, the flies slept on the walls. The cook in the kitchen still had her hand up to hit the boy. The maid had a black chicken ready to clean. He walked further. It was so quiet he could hear himself breathe. He came to the old tower. He opened the door to the small room where Briar Rose was. She was fast asleep. She looked so beautiful. He could not stop looking at her. He bent down and kissed her. When he kissed her, she opened her eyes and woke up. She smiled at him. They went out together. The king and queen woke up. Everyone in the palace woke up. They looked at each other with surprise. The horses stood up and shook. The dogs jumped and barked. The birds lifted their heads and flew to the fields. The flies on the walls buzzed. The fire in the kitchen burned again and cooked dinner. The meat started turning. The cook hit the boy. He cried. The maid continued cleaning the chicken. Then the prince and Briar Rose got married. They lived happily together forever.